Hi, this is Geneva with Redstone Firearms here in Burbank, as well as Ontario, California. Today, I briefly wanted to go over the process of buying a handgun here in the state of California and to break down the basics of what that process looks like. So, if you've been wondering what does the process look like when I want to go buy my first firearm, it can be pretty difficult to think about or a difficult task to try and take down at one time. So, the first thing you want to remember is that you must be 21 years old to purchase a brand new handgun here in the state of California. There is a caveat to that rule. If you're receiving a firearm that's transferred from a grandparent or a parent, then those between the age of 18 to 20 can have a handgun transferred to them by interfamiliar family transfer. If that is not you, and let me do say that does not count from brother to sister, a cousin, an aunt. It purely has to come from a grandparent or a mother or father. If that's not you, you must be 21 years old to purchase. But what does that process look like? So the first step is you must have a valid firearm safety certificate. If you don't have a firearm safety certificate, you have to get one before you can purchase a handgun here in California. If you're brand new to guns, I highly recommend that you take the Redstone Firearms Basic Handgun class. It's a 2-hour class that teaches you the 6 fundamental firearm safety rules, teaches you how to legally purchase firearms as well as ammo in the state of California, and as well we get you licensed to purchase, which is your FSC. So if you have an FSC, you need to bring that when you go into the gun store, as well as provide a valid California ID or driver's license. Now, this is going to change as the new federal limits apply IDs are being released. If you have recently got a federal limits apply ID when you renewed your driver's license or ID, we highly recommend that you make an appointment with the DMV so that you can get the real ID. As in the year 2020, you won't be able to use that federal limits apply ID to purchase a firearm or ammo here in the state of California. So let's say you have the old ID, you haven't renewed it yet, and you come in. So you're going to provide your ID, then you're going to fill out the federal 4473 form. That is what we call the dealer record of sale, and that is your background check. On that form, it's going to ask a lot of different questions: your first name, last name, are you Hispanic or Latino, what is your race, where were you born, are you a fugitive from justice, do you partake in illegal drugs, things of that sort. Yes, these are questions that are asked on that form. After you complete that form, there are some other documents that you're going to have to complete, stating that you acknowledge that there are signs up at the store. Then we're going to print out a form and have you sign it with the serial number of the gun that you're purchasing, and give a thumbprint. Additional documents that are going to be needed is proof of residency. So you can prove your proof of residency by bringing in a utility bill. Cell phone bill does not count. You can bring in your mortgage statement. You can also provide a notarized lease if you're renting a room where you're staying. Note that the address on your license and the address that you're on your proof of residence must match the address that you are going to be doing the dealer record of sale to the gun to. So if your address is not matching on your ID because you've moved, you definitely need to get that address updated, as you won't be able to buy a firearm with an ID with an old address on it. Lastly, you do need to make sure that the handgun you're buying is on the California approved roster. We teach what that is in our basics class. If you're not aware of the handgun roster, we talk about it on our Instagram and Facebook pages at Redstone Firearms. There's a brief discussion about what that is exactly, so go take a look at that. Now, after you've completed all the documents, you do have to wait 10 days. So if you come in on the 1st of the month, then you can come in on the 11th to the minute of which you purchased. So if you purchased at noon, we can release that firearm to you at 12:01 on that 10th day. As always, we are here to keep you educated, consulting, and training with Redstone Firearms. We hope to see you soon at one of our range days. Please be sure to follow us on social media at Redstone Firearms, on Facebook at Redstone Firearms, and we will see you soon.